To order, roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Here.
Alderman Jacob.
Here.
Alderman Messina.
Here.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Here.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Here.
Alderman E. Wesley. Alderman R. Wesley. Alderman Woods.
Here.
Mayor Police.
I declare a quorum present. Please stand, join the Pledge of Allegiance. I need a motion to approve the city
I'll make the
council
motion.
minutes, October 5th, 2017. Alderman Woods. No, Alderman Woods was first, Sonny second.
Thank you.
Any
See?
questions, corrections,
Seven over
comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Do any citizens wish to be heard on matters not listed on the agenda?
I don't see anybody in the audience.
Okay. Written communique, do not have any. And their mayor's report, the proclamation. I don't have it. I'm sorry, I didn't pull it out yet, sure.
Oh, yeah. You want the, Mayor? You want the gift?
Yeah, let's bring it up. You can hand it.
I want to keep it first.
Okay. Proclamation, the city of Wooddale acknowledges gifts received from delegates of Zihuatanejo, Mexico. Whereas the city of Wooddale is part of Sister Cities International Program, a nonprofit citizen diplomacy network that creates and strengthens partnerships between U.S. and international communities. And whereas the Sister Cities program is formal, long-term relationship based on diverse linkages between two cities, including cultural, educational, and business links. And whereas the City of Wooddale Sister Cities organization will strive to build cooperation, mutual respect, understanding, and prosperity by creating long-lasting bonds between people from different cities around the world through cultural, education, humanitarian, and economic development. Whereas Sister Cities International currently has 570 member cities, counties, and states with relationships with 2,300 communities in 150 countries spanning 6 continents, having representation in nearly every district represented in the House of Representatives. Now therefore, I, Mayor Annunziata Police, and the City of Wooddale acknowledge the gifts received from delegates of Zihuatanejo, Mexico, as part of the City of Wooddale's involvement in the Sister Cities program. And here they are. Pass them over to the manager. Next, mayoral appointments for joint committee with Wooddale Park District. This is a brand-new committee. We're going to be working with the Park District on some future projects. On that committee will be Alderman Peter Jacob, Alderman Art Woods, and as an alternate, in case one of those two can't make it, it'll be Alderman Tony Catalano. Next, the Wooddale Cares Committee, the ad hoc committee that was started a few months ago, some residents along with Alderman Sorrentino, they've decided to go in another direction, so as far as the city's concerned, we're dissolving that ad hoc committee and they're going into another direction. And then next, of course, this evening we had the open house for the city's comprehensive plan. It went very well. We had a lot of residents attend. I want to thank the staff, Mr. Cage, Ms. Chrissy, Ms. Heckler. I'm not sure, Mr. York, whoever was involved, the chief Vesta. Thank the entire staff, a lot of hard work. The residents actually had some good response because We had food from a few different restaurants. I had a couple different residents tell me, you know, I drive by this place all the time. I've never stopped in. I'm gonna have to start stopping and tell my friends. So that's a nice outreach, hopefully help out our restaurants. Great job, guys.
Good job.
Yep.
Kudos.
Oh, couple things. Real quick, October 28th is the 390, basically ribbon cutting. There's gonna be a 5K run, open bike at 11:30, free open bike and skate. There is a 5K run where you had to register on IllinoisTollway.com 390 event. If you want to participate in the 5K, there would be, I believe, maybe some trucks and trick or treating from starting at 7:30. This is the registration, that's probably for the 5K. That'll start at 9:30 till, I think, 12 or 12:30, that's correct. And some bad news for those who travel on the new 390, November 1st, right after the ribbon cutting, they'll start tolling on the next section. Tolling.
Oh,
On the next section of the 390. I believe that comes to right up to Bussey Road. Is that gonna be the last one, or not quite?
83 is
83.
where they're gonna end
Right.
right now.
So that's, and then last night at Mayors and Managers, you might be hearing about Do Good, Do Page, is about volunteering and whatnot. They have a website, givingdupage.org/do-good. There's a lot of places people want to volunteer, help out, or you got projects. And maybe something that our committee may want to look into, public health and safety or something. At least we'll get this on the website, this information, so people can look it over. All right, give that to you. Okay, next, city manager's report. Oh. Do we have the hours, chief? 2 to 7? 2 to 7 on the 31st. Okay, well, we'll have another meeting before that, so, no problem. 2 to 7 on Halloween for the trick-or-treaters.
One item tonight, one of my favorite nights of the year, Wednesday, November 8th at 7 PM at the Wooddale Junior High. All residents are encouraged to attend the Shape of Wooddale, where all the taxing bodies get together and give residents a status update on how their respective organizations are going. So you'll have representation there from the city council, school districts, library, park district, fire district, and anybody else I missed. Did I miss anybody? I think that was it. School, park, fire.
Library.
Yeah, library. They all be in attendance on Wednesday, November 8th at 7 PM at Wooddale Junior High. And they do serve cookies and coffee as well. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Next, if no objections to the consent agenda, I have 3 items. Need a motion to approve.
Take that motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
That passes. Now I'll entertain a motion to approve the items on the agenda. Item number 1, an ordinance amending the City of Wooddale Parking Ordinance, Chapter 15, Article 13, Section 15.1303 of the City Code regarding certain stopping, standing, or parking. Item number 2, an ordinance amending non-conforming provisions, amending the maximum height for Type 14 buildings and requiring compliance with the Thorndale Corporate Corridor Overlay in Articles 3, 6, and 9 of the Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 17 of the City of Wooddale Municipal Code. Item number 3 is approval of purchase of 2018 full-size Ford Transit van in an amount not to exceed $36,269. Do I have a motion?
I make the motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes. Next, committee chair reports. Planning and zoning, Alderman Woods.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Public health and safety, Alderman Sorrentino.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Public works, Alderman Sismarski.
We have two, Mayor. First one, I have a resolution approving an IGA for land exchange between the Forest Preserve District and the DuPage County and the city of Wooddale. This is my motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on this? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes.
Second, I've got approval for partial payment request number 1 to K5 Construction for the Ward 2 Phase, was it 5?
Four.
Phase 4. Can't see. Phase 4 Harvey project, not to exceed amount of $223,715.34. That is my motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Questions? Eugene, second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Finance and Administration, Alderman Messina.
Two reports, Mayor. First one is a resolution authorizing the execution of documents to correctly state past expenditures of MFT funds for IDOT projects. That's my motion.
Do I have a second? Any questions? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that passes.
Second report is a resolution seeking to approve an agreement between the City of Wooddale and Entertainment Management Group for Prairie Fest 2018 entertainment and stage management services rendered in the not-to-exceed amount of $67,000. That is my motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions on this?
I have one question.
Alderman Eugene Wesley, yes.
Did this contract come at the council? So,
What contract we talking about?
all this, entertainment.
Mr. Murmas.
Do we have that?
Are you asking if it came to committee first?
Yeah.
No, it came straight to council. Historically, we bring the Prairie Fest contracts straight to council. The idea about band funding came to committee.
Right, I understand. But
Go
do
ahead.
we have a copy of the contract anywhere?
Go ahead, Mr.
I
Murmas.
believe it's included in the packet.
I didn't see it.
Mayor.
I'm okay with it. I'll just.
Okay.
Okay, Alderman Messina, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, because I know when that came out, I emailed Stacy for clarification. Guys, we approved 85 grand. We're actually coming down to 67. Oh, okay. So it's pretty no-brainer. So that's all we're asking for, is just to actually bring it down. Yeah, so far.
All right, any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley. Alderman Woods.
Yes.
And that's all I have.
He was for his mind.
Oh, okay,
Oh, sorry.
thank you. Next, under other business, airport noise, Alderman Jacob.
No report, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Stormwater, Alderman Eugene Wesley.
I'll report, Mayor.
Thank you. Approval list of bills, October 19th, Alderman Messina.
Yep, approval for list of bills, October 19th, 2017, in the amount of $901,864,000.33.
That's your motion?
That is my
Do I
motion.
have a second?
Second.
Questions?
Mayor, I only have one.
Yes, Alderman Eugene Wesley.
I got most of them answered except for this one. I understand this, air conditioning unit, page 155, air conditioning City Hall, service charge, and I understand all this, but I thought last year we talked about, or several years we talked about, getting all these service contracts all under one. I mean, here, we must be having some major problems with this air conditioning unit, because I went back and looked at a couple of months, and it seems like our bills on these air conditioning units are getting higher and higher. And I thought we talked about merging all the maintenance contracts together. Therefore, the building department didn't have a maintenance contract, Public Works didn't have one. Please, I thought we talked about coming back and putting it all together.
Well, we talked about seeing what all the contracts were, because
Right.
maybe we needed to see what we had to do with this building as far as improving it.
Well,
And nothing was ever done on that going from by the council. We didn't decide on moving forward on,
I thought we,
no, we just talked about, because I remember I asked the question, I go, can we see a copy of these contracts or how much they are and whatnot? I believe it was in a couple of reports. This was over a year ago. And what can we do? I mean, how does the equipment, should we be buying new AC units or not? And Mr. Murmas, maybe you want to add something?
I mean, I remember the conversation. I'd have to go back and look and see what I circulated. I don't know off the top of my head what the result was.
because I believe,
Go ahead, Alderman Lewis.
I believe Mr. Woods also was involved in this conversation, that we were looking to do that. My question is, in the maintenance contract, what are they actually doing for the maintenance contracts?
Mr. Murmas.
Imagine it's the same exact thing as you have at your house. If you have an HVAC system and the contractor comes out for an annual maintenance agreement, you're paying for an annual maintenance agreement for them to come check. That doesn't then cover all the things wrong with the unit. So all you're paying for is for them to come out, maybe dust blow it out or whatever, but any problems that they find that have arisen,
Okay.
you still have to pay for. It's no different than your house, same concept.
Right, and that was what we wanted to look at and say, okay, which one of these units or equipment is really not worth paying this contract anymore, we need to replace, and
I
I,
still say, Mayor, I don't mean to interrupt, but I still
Go
say
ahead.
we should really look into this, because maybe we could save some money on maintenance agreement, with put them all under one contract. I mean, let's really look at this, guys. I mean, that's my opinion, but.
okay. Any other questions?
Could we,
Alderman Messina, yes.
could we give direction to look at consolidation for that kind of maintenance plan?
Mr. Murmas.
Again, I think we covered this already. I have to go back and look in the notes and see what I circulated. We may have already done that. I don't remember. I just remember this coming up, and then we circulated whatever we found. So this is old information that'll have to be recirculated.
It was over a year ago, about a year ago. I don't recall exactly what it was, but really comes down to, this building has some issues, and what are we gonna do? We never even did the windows that still sit unfunded, which were $350,000 8 years ago, so I'm sure the prices hasn't changed. It's still three.
Probably went down.
Yeah, right.
So. Okay, any other questions on the bills? Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob? Hello?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, and that passes. We need to adjourn into executive session for possible land acquisition, and we can go right in. Shouldn't take too long. It'll be a quick brief from the manager. I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?